I didn't register the pain when his knuckles split against my cheek. What I felt was the stillness afterward. The hush of a room full of people who watched me bleed and decided the real tragedy was the drip of red on his overpriced shirt. My husband's voice cut deeper than his fist. Apologize or leave. So I walked out, steady, composed, dry-eyed. I saved the tears for later. When I first met Adrian, he seemed gentle, or maybe he was just quiet enough for me to mistake the silence for kindness. His family had money, the kind that echoed through generations, and I was the shiny new artifact in their curated little museum. His father shook my hand like he was testing the durability of a product. His mother smiled as though the expression physically hurt. Adrian murmured that I'd adjust to them. I believed him. For a time, life felt soft. We built routines, shared lazy mornings, warm dinners. His hand in mine didn't yet feel like an anchor. I didn't notice the shift until it was already underway. It began with pauses, conversations that trailed off because he was staring at his phone. Work, he'd say. Family stuff, or nothing at all. Then came the new password. Then the late nights. Then the perfume. Not mine. Nowhere near mine. Too sweet. Too young. Too intentional. The proof sat in a text he forgot to erase. Tell her you're working late again. I'll wear the black dress. My chest didn't clench. My breathing stayed even. The world didn't shatter, it simply tilted. I saw everything clearly, without the hopeful fog I'd wrapped around him for years. I didn't confront him. Not yet. Revenge requires patience. People think betrayal destroys you. It didn't destroy me. It refined me. While he slept beside me, face slack with trust he no longer deserved, I sketched out a plan, cold, precise, final. I compiled bank statements, insurance files, screenshots, every message he believed he'd buried. I met with a lawyer. I learned what was mine, and what he could lose. There was plenty. His father controlled the family business. Adrian needed his approval like oxygen. The perfect son, the perfect husband, the perfect illusion. I knew exactly where to strike. First, the money. I separated accounts, quietly redirected my income, froze joint credit cards at just the right moments to ignite suspicion, directed at him, not me. Second, the evidence, printed, dated, tucked neatly into a folder bearing the company's name. His father worshipped order. He'd appreciate the presentation. Third, the social fractures. A whisper to the right cousin, a hint to a business partner, a tiny seed of doubt planted where it would grow into a forest fire. Fourth, timing. I waited for his father's birthday party, an event so pompous it practically begged for chaos. The spilled wine wasn't an accident. He raged about the stain, about my supposed carelessness, about how lucky I was to even be there. And when his fist flew, when the room gasped and still no one stepped in, my plan clicked into place. I walked away without looking back. They thought I was ashamed. I was free. I drove home, grabbed the bag I'd packed weeks before, spread the documents across the dining table in a perfect fan. Then I left the door unlocked. I wanted them to walk straight into the truth. Hours later, when their car pulled into the driveway, my phone buzzed once, twice, then 68 times. I didn't pick up. I listened through the security feed as they discovered everything. The shouting. The accusations. Adrian's stumbling excuses. His father's fury shaking the walls. Then a quieter sound the moment Adrian's life caved in. He called again. Please come back. We need to talk. I ignored it. He tried once more. This time, I answered but said nothing. I let him drown in the silence. I'm sorry, he whispered. Dad's furious. He's cutting me off. He thinks I ruined the family name. Just come home. We can fix this. When it became clear I wouldn't respond, he finally said the words I'd been waiting for. Please. I need you. I hung up. The house is mine now, legally, neatly, flawlessly. In his panic to avoid scandal, he signed everything over. His father abandoned him. His mistress blocked him. His world collapsed to the size of his mistakes. Mine widened. Tonight I sit with a glass of wine, careful not to spill a drop, and listen to the quiet I carved out for myself. I don't regret the fist. I don't regret the exit. I don't regret watching him sink into the wreckage he created. My only regret is how long I confused silence with peace. Now, I choose both.